Everybody, it's Dan here at Pilates with Dan with your next homework sheet. This term's focus is on the arms and the shoulders. So we're exploring different movement options for your arms and shoulders, hoping to try and maximise what you've got, and adding a little bit of a strength component and just seeing how the movement of the arm and shoulder affects the rest of the body. So the homework sheet covers a whole bunch of practical little exercises for you to do at home, and it's going to take about 20 something minutes, 22, 23 minutes. So make sure your space is set up ready for that. You've got your homework sheet, hopefully. And if you have a look, it's actually a long one, and the reason why it's so long is because there's a little bit more explanation involved. Hopefully after you practice it a couple of times, it kind of, you don't have to keep referring to your notes. Okay, so the first thing you're going to be doing is laying down. So we're going to lay down, and you're going to have your legs and feet together, arms reaching down by your sides. And the only thing I want you to do with your practice at home is be aware of what your arms are doing while you do the movements, okay? So just being aware of how the arms are situated when you lay down on your back, what you can feel with your shoulders, maybe give them a little shimmy or a shake just to feel how they're sitting. And just be relaxed with that. You're going to breathe in nice and deeply and exhale. Just allowing your body just to sit in this position and relax. Maybe you've had a busy day. We're just having a few breaths just to calm your body down. And then we're going to move into the pelvic curl. So keeping the arms as they are, exhale, roll up to wherever you get to, and then roll back down. I want you to be consciously keeping the shoulders and arms still so that you don't try to use them as lever points to lift the hips up higher. And what I mean by that is when you come up to this high position here, avoid the temptation to push your shoulders and lift up higher. Okay, just try and keep it just in the pelvis. So just keeping the pelvis lower back and roll back down. Okay, so we're going to do 6 of these. Now on this next one, we're going to start to do our leg circles. But as you're doing the leg circles, I just want you to again be aware of what's happening through the arms. Extend one leg, turn it out, circle. Have you kept the weight even? Other way, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee, keeping the hips still. Extend the other leg, turn it out, circle, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg and roll the hips all the way down. How'd you go? Did you keep your arms stable? Okay, so then you're going to bring the arms out to a 45-degree angle and float the legs up, flexing the feet. Now here with the supine spine twist, I want you to try and keep the shoulders still. Most of you at this level can go way further, but it will involve moving the shoulders. So I want you to focus on the shoulders staying still. Inhale to tip. Exhale, center. What does that look like? What does that feel like for you? Are you able to rotate your pelvis without the shoulders and arms moving? is there one side easier than the other? These are all questions I like to ask all the time. You know me. And exhale, center. Good. And then resting it down. Okay. Now, the chest lifts and the haulas, I want you to play around with your arm position. See how it feels. My preferred shape for my arms is something like this, where I feel like my shoulder blades are sitting fairly flat against my rib cage, and it's kind of like just a natural neutral state for me. Okay. If you feel though that you need to bring the elbows closer in or further out, you do you. That's totally fine. Just be aware of where the shoulder blades are positioned on your back can influence the sensation. Okay, so playing around with it is I'm totally up for that. That's cool. All right. So, but I like here. Okay, and so because I like it there, I'm going to do it a little bit different today, just to have a different experience. Okay, so I'm going to start to bring it a little bit wider, and that's going to change my feeling. Okay, so inhaling, everything else stays the same. Exhale, coming up into a chest lift. I'm going to try and keep those elbows wider and going back down. And exhale, and going back down. So just letting you know what I'm experiencing. I'm feeling like with that wider position, I feel like I can't come up as high as I normally do. And I'm okay with that. I'm trying hard. One more time. And lifting up, holding that position. Try and keep those elbows wide and go and rotate. I'm still trying to keep that opposite shoulder down off the ground. So it's down away from my ears and off the ground. So I'm not levering off my shoulder blade. Exhale, turn, center, turn, center. One more each way. And resting it down. Okay, now from there we're going to do the 100, extending those legs. Reaching back, coming up, following the arms, lifting the legs up. Try to have a deliberate press down and up. So the work down is the same as the work up. Focusing on that breath. One more breath. Good. And resting it down. Bend the knees in. Float them up. We're going to move into a little bit more ab work now. So the single leg stretch. Coming up into that chest lifted position, pointing toes. We're going to pull the knees in. The tailbone staying anchored. Extend one leg out. Elbows out wide. So that's your focus here, elbows out wide, and switch, switch, switch. Keep going with the legs, take the hands back behind the head, moving straight into the crisscross. Good. Bring it in, extend. 2 more, 6, and resting it down. Abby dabby doos. Okay, so from there, we have a lovely exercise called the side leg chest opener. So laying down on your side, elbows are closed over in front of you. the top elbow goes up towards the ceiling. Once it's as high as it can go, let your body roll back with it. Hold your position, inhale, then exhale, coming all the way back to our start. Top elbow up, roll all the way back. Hold your position as you inhale, exhale, coming all the way back to the start. We'll do one more. Coming all the way back to the start. Now we're going to go straight into side support. So on the notes, it might not be clear, but we're going to go all the exercises on one side, then do the other side. Okay. So you have your option with your side support. You can have both legs together. It's a little bit more hardcore, and bring the top leg in front, a bit more stability. Okay. So from there we've got 4, and then we're moving into the twist. Okay. So you're going to straighten the legs coming up to that side support, lifting that underneath side up as much as you can, and then we're going to come down. Okay. And lift up and down, and lift up. Hold this position. We're now moving, one more, 4, we have to count, and lift up, hold there. Now you're going to reach this hand down, back to the back foot, and push with your other hand. So you're lifting the hips up, and then back to here, and press, and back to here, and press, and back to here, and rest it down. Okay, let's do the other side. So we've got side load chest openers first. Top elbow goes up, reach it back, 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 wherever that gets to, and then coming forwards. Top elbow up, reach it back, 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 and coming forwards. And coming forwards, good. So side support, 4 side supports, and lifting up and down, and up and down. So we're transferring weight from the hip to the shoulder, up and down. Last one, up, hold here and twist, and up and twist. Reach towards that back leg, and up and twist, and up and rest it down. Okay, now from there you're laying on your belly. We've just got a moment here of breathing before we do our rotation, which is a really interesting exercise. It's one of those ones for the small muscles. So, breathing first, just letting yourself relax. Nice deep breaths. Try and breathe out to the sides. And into the back a little bit. Good. Okay. So, from here, we're going to try to do 10 of these. Then you're going to rotate as far as you can. And down. And down. These are really small muscles that we're working. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. So how'd you go? That rotation element, isolated in the shoulder joints, quite challenging. In the mat work classes, we'll also add some more work for the shoulders, as you may have experienced already, but that's okay, we can do that. But simply practicing just getting that rotation is what we want to try and do with the homework sheet. Okay, so then we have a pointer. So we're going to go opposite arm and leg, and I want you to imagine there's a glass of water bouncing on your pelvis. Okay, you're going to try and keep that glass of water very still as opposite arm and leg extend out. Out and in. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. What's there? So 6 each side. How's your glass of water going? Just good. And rest it there. Staying in the quadruped position, the thread the needle exercise is a stretch. You're going to reach that arm up, turn to look at that hand as much as you can, then slide the hand along the floor, so the back of the hand's on the floor, press the back of the hand in the floor and pull the shoulder blade up towards the ceiling. And relax. Do the other side. Reach up, reach under. So pressing the hand into the floor, pull the shoulder blade up to the ceiling. And bring it up. Other side. And under. And press the hand into the floor. And up. So this is a nice little stretch for the area of the back. It can be a bit tough to stretch. One more each side. Press down. Lift up and press down. And rest it there. Okay, then the dreaded push-up. We're going to try for 3. If however you need to modify it in any way, do you. You do you. The ultimate expression of this is to get the chin on the floor back up. Some days this works, some days it doesn't. Okay, I'm okay with failure. I'm okay with capturing failure on film. We're going to have, I have no idea whether I could do this today, just so you know. So the fingers are spread. You're going to just step out into your front support. Okay, have the heels together, toes apart, and stick your chin forwards. You're going to lower down, push up. Hey, I did one. And again. 2. One more for luck. 3. And rest it down. Woo! Okay, so from there, the last thing we're going to do is a dumbwaiter. Now, on the notes, I've said that standing, it's okay to sit or squat. Or do what you need to do. I'm just going to be kneeling here, just so you can see me in front. Have the elbows tucked into the sides, palms facing the ceiling, and you rotate out as far as you can and back in. Simple as that. And rotate and back in. Now, those who are a little bit interesting in their shoulder movements and mechanics, I want you to really think about, see if you can find where the scapula is without touching it. Kind of really connect to it, think about it really strongly, use the force, that sort of thing. Rotate as much as you can and back in. So the shoulder blade stays still, allowing the humerus, this bone here, to rotate as far as it can using the musculature that you've got. And rotate and back in. And one side might be tighter than the other. That's okay. You're just trying to do the best you've got. And one more for luck. Good job. Okay, so that's your homework sheet. It's a nice little homework sheet. Keep practicing and let me know how you go. Comments, likes, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the studio soon.